Further in the series Model Data in Power BI, we'll be learning very important topic of how to optimize your data model. That is, we'll be learning about performance analyzer. All right, so let's get started.
What is for performance analyzing? Friends, it's like for every report user perspective, poor performance is characterized by a report that pages takes long, okay, to load, and visuals take longer time to update, okay. So that means it's a poor performance on our Power BI side, on the visualization side, and the DAX formula side, or a model relationship side. So that is where we have to analyze and investigate why it is working so slow. Okay, so poor performance is a direct result of a bad data model, bad data analysis expression, that is DAX, or it can be a combination of your DAX and relationship model what we have created in the model view. All right. If you address performance issue during development, when we are developing our model, if you address it during the development stage, you will have a very robust Power BI data model. Okay. So that care we have to take during the development of our data, importing the data, and when we are transforming the data. Thirdly, and when we are creating the model relationship. So all these performance, it depends on these three core factors, core elements of Power BI. All right. The performance optimization process involves minimizing the size of the data model and making the most efficient use of the data model. As I said, these three core components: data importing, Power Query transformation, and model relationship, the linking of tables. Okay, these three are the core concepts. What are the important tips which include performance optimization? These are ensuring that you have the correct data type. As I told in our earlier session, that the correct data type is very important. We got to check, like we saw in our practical example now. Before, we saw that our year was not in a proper order. It was calculating the sum. So secondly, we saw that our date column was a text. It was not sorting. It was not in a sorted order. So that is how we can we have to ensure that these things are in proper data type, and the sorting order are in place in our data model. Deleting unnecessary columns whenever we are importing data. Okay, we got to, when we are doing our I'll show you here. When we are doing our transformation, we have to ensure that our data, what we are importing from our data sources, we have to have lesser number of columns, and we have to remove the unwanted columns from our data model. The unwanted columns, why? Because then it will reduce the size of your model. Okay. Avoid duplicate values, avoid repeated values. These all parts are these are all part and steps involved in our transformation Power Query editor step. Replacing numeric column with proper measure. Okay, reducing cardinalities. We saw a model view. Okay, analyze model data and summarize data wherever possible. Okay, these are the few tips where at the time of development, when you are working on your data model, when these tips you have to keep in mind, friends, whenever you are preparing for the Power BI dashboard visualization solution. Okay, that will reduce the size of your data model, and it will enhance your models and reports performance. Okay, so let us see how, even after you have done this optimization from your side, still you get complaints and calls from your end users. Okay, that still your visualizations are working slow. Your data Power BI file is uploading it's very slow, while refreshing also, while uploading, opening. Okay, visuals refreshing. So even after optimization, how are you going to analyze that? How are you going to investigate that? That's very important part. Okay. So let us see here in our toolbar, we have view menu, we have this performance analyzer feature within Power BI desktop. Okay, this is very important, friends. Pay attention to this, because definitely you'll be analyzing why your system, why your Power BI reports are working slow. Okay, click on view and click on performance analyzer. Okay, what you get to see is, friends, like you have within the canvas, you have your visuals and tables and matrix and all the charts readily available here. Through the performance analyzer, we're going to we'll be monitoring how all these different aspects, your DAX calculation, visuals, how are they performing